another reaction video, folks. Aloha, my wonderful YouTubers and guests. Y'all know who it is. Zero Hyper Gaming here. I just want to give a quick overview of what I did this weekend, and I think it was July 28th, 29th, 30th, 28th, 29th, and 30th of July. As you know, the weekend that just passed, there was an event at the Hawaii Convention Center in Honolulu, Hawaii. We had the Honolulu Comic Con, folks. I think this would be their second year, if I'm not mistaken, second year or third year. I'm not sure, but so far they've been doing good. I remember when they first started, it was quite small, but so was KawaiCon. KawaiCon, if y'all haven't been to the very first one, I've been to the very first one. KawaiCon is actually really small. It wasn't even in the Hawaii Convention Center. It was actually in the Aloha Tower. It was only the first floor, and it wasn't even an entire first floor. It was like probably like a quarter or half of that, and it wasn't even in that whole area. It was really, really, really small. But I think it wasn't until the second year that it just went to the convention center. It was pretty big. I think during that time they only utilized the let me see if I can remember. I think during the second year of KawaiCon they were only able to utilize the second floor, if I'm not mistaken. The bottom floor and the third floor was not even used at all. Even the floor above that, where everybody has the walkway, none of those floors were used yet. Let me think. I think KawaiCon got a little bit bigger. I think in the fourth floor. I think during the fourth year of KawaiCon they started to use the top and bottom, the second floor and the first floor. And I don't think they used the third floor until the fourth or fifth year. One of those years they started to do that. But I know during Comic Con Honolulu, or Honolulu Comic Con, they were able to utilize actually the bottom floor and the second floor, but they didn't use the third floor. But honestly, I don't really see a reason to use the third floor since there's a lot of floors, there's a lot of rooms below. But I guess I can see them utilizing the third floor because, you know, so people don't have to walk around to the other rooms in the back, which makes a little bit more sense. But anyways, I know during Amazing Comic Con, they're mainly on the first floor. They made it a lot bigger and larger, and then they used the second floor, some of the just for certain panels like private events. That's what I noticed. The private events were second floor, and then the public area was the first floor. And yeah, I think the second floor you had to actually pay to get those panels. So Amazing Comic Con can be quite expensive, folks. But what I think about Honolulu Comic Con, folks, it was awesome. Very wonderful. The one panel that caught my eye the most is probably the gaming panel, the video gaming area, and then the art gallery. The art gallery will be forever, you know, a staple for any convention. The art gallery you need that. The art and merchandise area, that's always been one of my favorites too. One of my other favorites was the board game area where they had armchair, and I think Cafe GG was there too. I don't know, I think it was The Planet or something like that. I forgot which name it is. I know they have two names. And then for the gaming area, they had VGH, Video Gamers Hawaii, which I'm a part of, and we had PC Gamers Hawaii, run by Devin, and many others. Also, I would have to say those are my favorite panels because, you know, as I do like comics and I do like some of the anime culture too, but it's just some of the other panels, the stuff they did for the anime panels, I wasn't too into it. I missed some of them. Like I think they're teaching people how to do their 3D artwork, 3D sculpting from the computer, and that I missed. I really wanted to make it, but I had work on Friday and they had it really early. I kind of wish they moved that to a Saturday because that was actually a really good one. Well, Honolulu Comic Con, actually it had quite a bit of people, if I'm not mistaken. Like on Saturday it was quite a bit of people, maybe not as KawaiCon, but KawaiCon had 14 years, you know, in the making. Comic-Con had 3 years, so they're doing actually pretty good for the third year only. And Amazing Comic-Con is gonna do good automatically just because, you know, they've been established, you know, all over the place in the US for, you know, many years. But anyways, the gaming area, that was actually really packed. It was good. maybe Sunday it got slow later on towards the end, but you know, it's because we were closing. But Saturday it was packed completely. Like Tekken 7 was crowded. There's so much people. The tournaments are hype. A lot of cheering, roaring, kind of just in the air. But yeah, I actually enjoyed the event. I guess a few things I wish could have been better. I wish where they serve the snacks, I kind of wish it was like on the second floor, because like you know, that's where all the seating and stuff is, on the second floor. You know, where people can relax. But now since they put it inside the artist area, it makes sense because that's where the main concession stand for the convention is. It's, you know, it's really far away. But I kind of wish they, you know, allowed food vendors to actually go to the convention. But I'm not sure how that goes. But that's one of the things I wish they would have had, more drinks and food vendors. Also, let me see. I think another thing I liked about Honolulu Comic Con would be, I always get tongue twisted at that word, Honolulu Comic Con, but I think another thing I actually enjoyed was some of the cosplays are really good. The Reaper, the girl who did, I think it's Diva and as Asuka for Evangelion, did great work. And the Reaper, man, costume was so detailed, and that Sephiroth, that caught me by surprise. I mean, when I seen him like that was actually a really good costume. He pulled it off really well. But yeah, I love seeing the costumes. It's always amazing. But I wish I could have seen more costumes. One thing I was surprised about is that I don't think I've seen any type of cosplay competitions during Honolulu Comic Con, which I kind of wish they would have had. One thing I did notice that was pretty cool in the gaming section was they had the speedrunner. I think his name was Angel. He was performing a speedrun on Super Metroid. I think when we watched him on the time clock, it said he beat it in 46 minutes or something like that, or 50. That game took me about a good 6 hours to beat, like non-stop play, or maybe I say straight non-stop play, maybe between 4 hours, 5, 6, something like that. But I know it took a while for me to beat. But man, like I don't know how he did it, man. Like 46 minutes to beat Super Metroid. Ooh. But I mean, as far as everything else goes, the only other thing I wish could have changed for Honolulu Comic Con was maybe the price. I noticed the price, I think for one-day entrance was about like maybe, I think it was like almost 55. It was pretty much almost $55 for one day. So you might as well get the 3-day pass. But some people can't make all 3 days. Some people have to work Sunday. Sometimes they have to work Saturday or Friday. So they can only afford that one day. So, you know, it was either they get the 3-day pass or not go. And I guess since because they didn't want to get the 3-day pass, it was still 65. They only want to go one day. I guess, you know, they said, you know, whatever, they'll just not go at all. And that's what happened, I think, for the gaming panel. I think a lot of the tournaments were a little bit smaller because people couldn't afford to make that all. They couldn't afford to get the 3-day pass, and they didn't want to buy a 1-day pass for $60. But yeah, I think it would have been better if they just stuck it at maybe like, I think more reasonable price would have been like at least maybe like $20 a day, you know, for one day. I think that would have been better. I think Honolulu Comic Con would have saw more people if it was just $20 per day. They would have had more people, or at least. Because then it would have, you know, it probably would have encouraged them to go more. Because if you gotta figure sometimes, like some people can't afford that. 55 is pretty steep. I mean, but anyways, let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. What y'all think about Honolulu Comic Con. But I would say, through my experience, I'd say, I would give Honolulu Comic Con maybe like a good 8 out of 10. There's a few things missing, but you know, it's just the third year, so you know, things can always work out from there. But yeah, they did a good job. So, like Zero Hype Gaming always says, folks, mahalo, peace.
Hey guys, thanks for watching this video brought to you by Zero Hyper Gaming. These videos are made possible for viewers like yourself, so please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button before you go. Also, if you guys want to check out any of my artwork, you guys can check me out on Instagram under HacksH4XX. I feature a lot of your favorite video game characters, from personally my favorite games like Legend of Zelda, Street Fighter, World of Warcraft, so much more, so please check me out. Alright, bye!
Now that you've enjoyed that video, and I'm damn sure you enjoyed it, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hit it hard, and make sure you subscribe to Zero Hyper Gaming. Ka-chow!
Zero Hyper Gaming here. If y'all like what you just seen, click that like and subscribe button now. And for those of you who want to check out my live gameplay footage, just go to twitch.tv/zerohypergaming, folks. And for those of you who are interested in joining the VGH Video Gamers Hawaii community, just go to Facebook, click on that search button, and type in VGH-Video Gamers Hawaii. Love you all for supporting me. Thank you very much. And stay tuned for more content, reaction videos, and gameplay footage from Zero Hyper Gaming, folks. Also, don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, same name, Zero Hyper Gaming, to find out more daily content from my YouTube channel. Alright, folks, take care and peace out.